It's another season of top moments. Yes, your Northeast champion, the first ever Northeast champion is back. I took a break, but it's time for more moments, and we're catching up with the last 2 episodes of last season and the preseason video that I guess is not season 4, but it's not season 3. I don't really know what playlist it's gonna go into, but it's time, for the first time in a while, to roll the intro.
I am anti-everything, done being kind. I draw the line, no I will not give it.
The camera person tried moving to the side as usual, because we usually have a photo here. But fuck all of you, for the time being, I'm not gonna add the photo there, because these are all the top freaking moments to catch up on. I might add a clip now and then, but you guys are not worth my time to edit the videos. But starting off with episode 65, Nightfall vs. Leonidas was not on the season finale. That's just on this regular episode. Leonidas faces Rozo on the season finale. There was a chance that we don't know Leonidas' names, and Leonidas has like the worst comeback. Leonidas attempts to leave the match, and then Spencer Nightfall runs after him. And you know this smart man, Nightfall could have just clocked him in the back of the head, but he was great with the, planning of this great smart strategy of drop kicking him, taking a self bump onto fucking concrete. If he missed the drop kick, he would have just looked like a moron. But you know what? He looked like a moron and hit the drop kick. Leonidas attempts to throw the jacket at Spencer Nightfall, his own move, but Nightfall now reveals the strategy of getting out of that move and not being distracted by it, and that's just booking it to one side. Nightfall's classic reversal just books it to the other side, and now anytime he throws a jacket, we should be able to reverse it. Thank you for revealing your strategy. Prince Chandler helps Leonidas to win the match, leaving everyone to question, is Leonidas part of the vision? Is Prince just screwing around with his season finale opponent Spencer Nightfall, because we know Leonidas and Spencer Nightfall are not facing on the season finale? Austin Adams hits a super kick onto Jake, shrugs, and then attempts to hit one on Sean, and then Sean reverses it and hits a super kick of his own. And this is why you don't announce or do any sort of indication that you're about to super kick. Sean reverses the pedigree into a cutter, and on top of that moment we can add another moment because there was a kick out of the cutter. Jake Matthews hits a great pop-up uppercut, a unique move that I don't think I've actually seen in backyard wrestling.
Oh, you got it!
We see a German suplex, not just regularly, but straight into a turnbuckle. Very painful. Jake moves out of the way just in time for Austin Adams to run straight into a wall, kind of like it was Looney Tunes. But there was no paint to trick him, he just didn't stop and ran into the wall.
Why are you trying to hurt each other?
Might as well just add 5 moments right here and now for all the headshots fucking in this match. Holy shit. We got a hanging DDT, Randy Orton style, but even better because it was on a fucking truck. Eat your heart out. We saw a super kick to the back of the head with a trash can on his head. I guess we do not care about concussions here. One-winged angel straight onto a trash can. We'll be seeing that move now more in N.E.W. this month than we did Kenny Omega. And I'll get more heat right fucking now. Punk was in the right, the Young Bucks suck, and they are little bitches who should have ran into his locker room and got knocked the fuck out. I hope Punk doesn't get suspended. We saw a punt kick, not just to the head, but with a trash can because, again, we don't care about concussions here. And ending off the top moments with 2 big moves. One, we saw the pedigree onto the truck, and we saw a swanton bomb on the truck. But it is drizzling a little bit, but it's dying down. We got 2 more episodes to go. It's time for the season finale. We're all doing a new special thing on Top Moment where I insult one of you in the comment section for the videos I am talking about. And this is going to some dude who says, wow, everyone gets a boat in this Fed. LMAO. Listen, this isn't AEW. We had like maybe 2 title matches on this entire show. A United States title match and a World title match. Most people do not have belts in this federation. We also have a tag belt, and those people didn't even bring them out to the show. Only person who you can complain about is Alan Reed, who brought 2 useless belts from a nothing company into this channel. So if there's any person you should be insulting, it is Alan fucking Reed. And you know what? Only other person that deserves to be insulted is yourself for commenting something stupid. Night starts with "We want Nightfall" chants. And trust me, we want anyone but who won this triple threat match. Not giving 2 fucks anymore. Nightfall hits Alan Reed so many times, beats the living shit out of him. He is now literally the luckiest man in N.E.W. He did what everyone wishes we could do, beat the shit out of Alan Reed. And then someone says, I think it might be Little Bitch Johnny or some person in the crowd, for the ref to take control in a fucking triple threat match where there is no disqualifications. And what is it? He's gonna get disqualified for beating the shit out of someone? Like literally double his size? And last moment for this match, because one person barely got to do any offense. I'm not gonna give one person more credit than they deserve. We'll end this match off with Nightfall hitting a suicide dive, and that's all this match deserves. I don't care. I'm gonna go now to N.E.W. They're gonna treat me shit. We'll see if I leave this in the video. I might. You know what? I probably will leave this in the video. I'm gonna go to N.E.W. later this month. You guys will see it. They'll treat me like shit there. They'll, you know, bury me. They'll, you know, Ray will go, Prince will go. Everyone gets buried. You know, it's not like Alan and Johnny did that to Prince in this triple threat match already. Yeah, I don't care anymore. You think that all this time my top moments and selling these people were jokes? Wait until you see what I do now. Wait until you realize that you look back and that some of those weren't jokes. Fuck all of you. I'm fucking on UW. Top moment, I pick up Justin Bieber saying, and I don't even know if it's a top moment anymore because it's to one freaking weirdo in the comments section, because I literally do this every time I face Sane. But you know what? I'll give it a top moment for the one guy. And Sane wins the match. I'm not even gonna give a top moment for the low blow. This was a heartbreaking loss, but you know what? I may have ended this season on a horrible note. And you know what? For whatever reason, Rosa did not come ringside for me. And don't worry, because I also went ringside for Rosa. And you guys wonder why I turned on this guy. You go look back on how many times he came ringside for me. I went to ringside every time for this guy, but you know, never for me. Top moment, because Rosa can't wrestle, so I have to give top moment literally to Jake Matthews, who's not in this match, who gives lotion to people randomly at ringside. Leonidas almost breaks his own knee, not from Rosa doing any wrestling move, but no, just from moving out of the way and kneeing the apron. Which just shows that Leonidas can probably hurt himself more than Rosa can hurt Leonidas. The one interesting move Rosa does this match is slap Leonidas with lotion on his hand. And you know, going on to the next triple threat match, featuring Shawn Michaels and Austin Adams once again. They, you know, fight N.E.W. just like a very little before they just fight each other for no good reason. I don't understand in this entire feud why they just turn on each other and hit each other when they literally could take N.E.W. out more. Like, I would break the dude's leg before I fight. Like, you guys are clearly on the same page here. I just don't understand why you guys would beat the shit out of each other so soon. Like, I just don't get it. You guys have literally insulted N.E.W. together, but as soon as it comes to kicking each other in the face, you guys just will. You guys, but you know, if words were exchanged, you guys would wait. Shawn eats a chair. I don't think it tasted too good. Gotta give points to Shawn here, doing a roll move and hitting a cutter right after. Very fancy, very nice. We got a Tower of Doom spot, which is the most credit I'm giving N.E.W. for in this match, and he's getting suplexed in it, so you know, take your credit when you can get it, I guess. Where Zero starts the match more focused on the crowd, chanting things and saying stuff about them getting destroyed by Zero. I started afraid of Zero, so you think, you know, one little meme they would, you know, focus on Zero, but I guess they're just a fucking moron too. Zero hits a ankle lock half crusher type move on Silver, and Silver is doing a headstand while doing it. And instead of trying to get out, they're just standing on their head, and I guess they just want the blood to rush to their head. I won't comment on the one chant during this match, but if you know what this chant is, I hate my life. Gotta give props to Zero, because I didn't even remember this until rewatching it, that Zero just, comments on the theme song, like, there goes your high hopes. I thought that was the greatest line. I never realized this when I was literally ringside. That was great. We've seen Silver do it before, but it's always nice when they do the spinning drop kick using the turnbuckle. Always interesting. And it's always interesting when, years later we get Mooncat references. No one even knows what Mooncat is. Rhea tries to pick up Zero twice in this match for no good reason. Like, it's failing once wasn't good enough, I guess. Zero gets unmaxed and is apparently D-Derek the entire time. You think we would have noticed? Chris Wade brought out a briefcase instead of his tag team title. This may sound like an insult, but it's actually a very shocking moment, just how quick the fourth stage actually ended up. Really kind of putting on the head what you think a 3 Stages of Hell match is going to be by ending the fourth stage so quickly. It was actually very interesting and got a huge pop. Chris Wade picked up a piece of wood and said, "Beautiful wood." That's kind of sus. We saw a suplex into the fucking concrete wall because I guess people running into it is not good enough. Yoranagi followed by a pile driver, both on the apron, and Chris Wade somehow wrestles in this match. I guess he just has a head of steel, I'm surprised he doesn't have a concussion at this point. Especially after the Scorpion Death Drop was hit straight on the apron. And no, it's not Jake getting hit by it, it's Chris Wade once again. I don't even know how they survived any of this. The liver has said the same thing for like 5 years now, but whatever.
Oh! What about fucking pussy?
Powerbomb straight through the table. Very painful, very ow. Bringing us to the third stage of the matchup. Jake asks for a chair, which Alan Reed, the bitch he is, gives it straight to him. Because I guess, fair roughing isn't a thing anymore. We got an outside pile driver, which would be painful enough, but it's also onto chairs. Because we don't care about safety. And now as we get to the attack portion of the match, I'm going to give credit to a few thumbtack spots. So at 3 moments, because we got a glam slam straight onto thumbtacks, a cutter onto thumbtacks, and a choke slam straight onto thumbtacks. And that's not even just all of the moves that they hit onto the tacks. Those are just like the most out of nowhere big moves.
Oh shit! No! No!
Oh, and now another thumbtack spot that almost fucking kills someone. A power driver straight onto thumbtacks. And I guess, getting a power driver on thumbtacks is not good enough for Jake Matthews, because now he takes a bat with thumbtacks on it and hits Allen with it. Because again, we just don't care about safety here. Especially after the next spot where Chris Wade takes a fucking knife out and tries to cut Jake. And the match ends with 2 more moments. One for the thumbtack corpse stomp, and the other because after stabbing Jake, they shake hands. Do you think I would ever shake hands, just in general, let alone with someone who tries to stab me? What the fuck? Why would you ever shake hands? I would kick that guy straight in the dick. And now to the main event, which I'm just gonna give a top moment straight to it. It lasts 10 minutes about. The big main event, Johnny Reed thought he could hang with Power Shores and gets his ass kicked in like 10 minutes. One of the shortest world title matches I've seen. The shortest one I've seen be a real proper main event. Johnny Reed cannot possibly come closer to being a failure of a main eventer here in N.E.W. And I hope Johnny Reed watches this actually, because I hope he can understand just how overrated he is in his mind and how he's such a little bitch, because if he goes to any other company, no one would ever give him a proper main event spot, because only person who would is someone who sucks his dick, or the person Johnny Reed has to suck their dick for to get a top spot. And even the people that I've seen him do that for, they don't even give him a main event spot because despite going to pro wrestling training, he still is overrated and he still sucks. Moving on to the top moments, which is all gonna be power swords, nothing Johnny Reed does. Reed actually tries to lock up with power swords more than once and fails each time because despite flexing on power swords, this moron is skinnier than I am and get his ass handed to him. Swords takes him to Suplex City. And that is it for the finale. Johnny Reed just couldn't hang with power swords. Don't give a fuck about half the people on the show. Let's go to the preseason episode. After talking about some of the people on this episode, I don't really give a fuck. I might just watch it. But at least this was a good world title match. You know, because someone can actually hang with power swords. Austin Adams talks about how he never lost the title, so he'll win this match. But that's kind of not how logic works. Because, you know, just you not losing a title doesn't mean a year later you can face someone that you didn't probably even face for the world title in your title run. Power Swords gave 0 shits about Austin Adams grabbing the ropes because as soon as he went for a rope break, he fucking tugs him out of the way and hits the move once again. We got replays now, everybody. The people in the match gets compared to by saying that they're koala bears. I fucking hate it here. Austin Adams kicks out at one at the Claymore somehow, some way. And then also, speaking of Austin Adams, the next moment, Adam cheers himself on before going for the pin because I guess he doesn't care about, you know, the 3 count. Because, you know, if I think I was going to win off that move, I would just attempt the pin and then cheer myself on after. And to end the match, we got 3 big moments. Austin Adams kicks out of the power driver. Power Sword somehow kicks out of the punt kick. And he kicks out of a second tombstone power driver. It was a very impressive match. One of my favorite world title matches that Power Swords has done so far. And now it's time, because we're at season 4. For the top moments. Hope you guys enjoyed season 2. I know I haven't. Gonna saw more of you next time.